Hey everybody, it's Tim. Welcome to Winning Wednesday. So, do you ever get sort of the wrong people showing up on your sales calls? They're like the square pegs trying to fit in the round hole. Well, and you're thinking like, oh, these leads suck, or those people are completely unqualified, or they can't work with me. So, do you want to know how to fix that? It's really fantastic. So, sort of like how to avoid square pegs. The people, your prospects, don't understand your solution. They understand their problem. And so they are thinking, I have this need. For instance, let's imagine I want to get better. I want to get better performance from Facebook advertising. And so that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who can help them get better performance from Facebook advertising. Now, you in your excitement about the things that you do, you are focused on talking about your advantage. Let's say that it's AI powered creative optimization, right? So you are talking about the power of AI and creative optimization, and how that like this matches the creative to the right people and all that sort of stuff. And so it sounds really cool and very interesting, but you're not getting people who are saying, you've got people who want to talk to you about AI, or maybe they want to talk to you about creative testing or whatever, but you're not getting the people who are ready to buy a Facebook advertising solution. Why is that? Well, it's because the people who are going to buy the Facebook advertising solution don't actually understand what the solution is. They only feel the problem. And so when they are expressing their problem, they are letting you understand what it is. They're saying, hey, I have a square peg. Now, you might actually have a square hole, but if you don't describe it in such a way that your prospect understands that you are a fit, then they're never going to investigate your solution. So what you really need in order to avoid the square pegs, or actually to attract the square pegs in some respects, if you have a square shaped hole, attract the round pegs if you have a round shaped hole, you actually have to lead with problem first, not solution first. And so that's the sticky wicket, because when you're trying to differentiate yourself as an agency, one of the things that does differentiate you is, in fact, the way you solve the problems. But that doesn't attract the right client. So what we really need to do is sort of distinguish yourself by framing the problem as the attractor of the declaration of the shape of your fit. And then when we get people in conversation, then we use your differentiator as proof that their problem can only be solved by your solution. But you can't solve solution first, because nobody understands that that solution is relevant to their problem until you express it completely in the terms of their problem. Does that make sense? So square pegs are awesome, especially if you've got a square shaped hole. If you've got a round shaped hole, make sure that you were talking about a round shaped problem. And that way you will only get the pegs that fit in your shape. And that's it. But to really sort of make this spot on, avoiding square pegs, if you have a round shaped hole, is all about being clear. It's about being clear about who you serve. What is the problem that you solve? What is the benefit? How do you describe the problem and the benefit of your of the outcome of your solution? And once that resonates, then and only then does the complexity or the nuances or the advantages of your solution matter? Because your prospect must qualify you as somebody who can solve their problem right now. So clarity helps you avoid square pegs if you've got a round shaped hole. And clarity helps attract square pegs if you've got a square shaped hole. That's it. That's Winning Wednesday.